the end of the day, you have to marry a great, somebody who looks after you, who's your safe space. And for me, thankfully, that's my husband, and I'm so grateful. I am so grateful for that, because even today, when I walk on the streets and people come to me, they associate me with that strong character. I mean, 100% people perceived me that, oh, Preeti Sabharwal, the character overtook a lot of it.
Overtook Sagrika, I guess.
100%, 100% it did. So I didn't even know how to give an audition.
That's why I'm coming to that.
Technically, I literally, they're like, give profiles. I was like, what is a profile? I literally had no idea what a profile was. Yeah, so it was my first scene with him. And it was the scene where I come late. And literally, I had to throw attitude. I was like, I somehow can't do that. Whenever he's free, in fact, right now we go and play paddle. And in fact, I remember my dad called Zahir's coach, Anshuman Gaikwad, because he's related to us.
Okay.
Him up saying, listen, how's this boy Zahir? So that's the
best background check ever.
Yeah. And funnily enough, he has messaged Zahir, I heard you're friends with my niece now. So I played a lot of sports while in school. I did get selected for hockey nationals, represented Rajasthan, though I never played the nationals. But yeah.
Why?
I think a reason why we are even doing this is to let people know that, hello, I want to work. Don't think that I don't want to work.
Hi guys, this is Ankita Bhala. You're tuned to Bollywood Bubble, and today for the safe space, we are in this gorgeous house of Sagrika Ghatge, because she was kind enough to let us in, show us around, and then sit down. And I hope we'll have the kind of conversation which I have in mind. Oh, mind you, there are two beautiful dogs here. I don't know if you'll see them in the frame or not, but I'm absolutely in love right now. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Very, very good. Thank you
for inviting us over.
Most welcome. I love having people over, so it's always a nice thing when people are over at home.
What's with the space? Because मैंने आपको बोला मैं घर में घुसी and the first thing I was like, the vibe. It's warm, it's homely, it's you. How to put it?
Yeah, I think that's the beauty of a home which you've done yourself. I think it feels more like a home. It feels like your space, because everything is very relatable to you as a person. So yeah, technically this home has been everything of me and Zahir, because we've done it ourselves. There's been no interior person as such. So, and I love doing homes. I did my Kolhapur house. So I was very excited when we wanted to obviously do this particular house, because when I got married, we were in a different space, which was Zahir's bachelor pad. And that was completely opposite to what this house is.
You would have got a shock?
No, it was more like a straight line, very, very modern. I don't understand modern. For me, it's like a mix of everything. And the way I've grown up, so I've tried to kind of have that particular bit here, So yeah, so that reminds me of who I am as a person, how I've grown up, what are the things that are important to me. So I think that's very important in a home.
So we'll go back to from where you have grown up. Somebody who's from a royal lineage. Just in simple terms, how did you even convince your parents that you could come in films? They would have expected you to be doing something else, especially the girl who was a national level hockey player.
So I think, see, that way, I really have to give it to my parents. They're very progressive. I was in a boarding school.
Okay.
So,
Mayo, I guess?
Yes. So I played a lot of sports while in school. I did get selected for hockey nationals, represented Rajasthan, though I never played the nationals. But yeah.
Why?
That's a different story.
We'll come to the story. I am here for the stories today.
No, it just didn't, the camp didn't, the dates didn't fall. My exams were on that date. But I did get selected. I went for the camp, but when it came to the the time of playing the tournament, I couldn't. So yeah, so that's a regret I have. But played up to district, state level, and got selected for nationals. So I'm very happy about that. Yeah, but like I said, my parents, my dad and my mom both are very progressive in the approach. But of course, there was a bit of a hesitation. But in school, I did a lot of dramatics, so they knew I had an interest. And as luck would have it, it was a sports film, so I think my dad couldn't refuse. So it all just worked out.
It all
well.
just worked out. But when Chak De happened, and of course, Preeti Sabharwal was one of the most, I would say, to be revisited kind of characters. It stood out. Do you think the success of the film at that particular time also sort of become a hindrance for further, because that character became so big for you, and it does happen.
Firstly, very grateful that I got that character and it did what it did. But I mean, 100% people perceived me that, oh, Preeti Sabharwal, the character overtook a lot of it.
Overtook
when
Sagrika,
you-
I guess. To a point.
100% it did. But again, when I look back, how many people get to experience that, right? So extremely grateful that I was also very young. I was 20 years old when I did the
Like
film.
just fresh out of college, I guess.
I just finished. I was in HR. Had just given my exams, and was post that. So it was complete. It was very young, but I do think that the character was so strong that it did overtake everything. But I am so grateful for that, because even today, when I walk on the streets and people come to me, they associate me with that strong character, and I think. But that gave me also. I feel when you look back and when films come your way, you have a benchmark, right? So you want to do those kind of characters. So for me, it was never important about doing a lot of work. It was important about doing good work,
Selective.
which resonate with you, with the character. And I was just so fortunate and grateful that I got that as my first film.
Do you remember how you cracked the audition?
So I didn't even know how to give an audition.
That's why I'm coming
So
to that.
technically, I literally, they're like, give profiles. I was like, what is a profile? I literally had no idea what a profile was. And funny enough, that time, that was the only audition I had given. Like, literally, it happened to me because very dear friend of mine was an AD in Yash Raj, who was assisting Aditya Chopra. And they had finalized, they had pretty much... all their cast was in place because they were casting for a year or 2 years, I don't even know. And then, it just so happened they wanted this a particular character who had to play sports, but also, had to look a certain way. And it was like
it's like having an actress who could play the sport for
yeah,
real.
kind of. So, and I think he just told me, and then he's like, oh, Sagrika, you play hockey, and, and that time I remember in college, people used to come for ads and all, oh, why don't you? But I was never allowed to. My dad never let me do it. He's like, first finish your studies and then we'll see. It was always like that. And I was very okay with it, because even I knew it was not going to be something, just going to land there. And like I said, when something has to happen, I think the universe
conspires
to make it happen. I think it was that.
I really, really want to know one thing. Was there any particular memory from that film? Because all the actresses over the years who have spoken to, they have a certain memory with SRK. Do you have one? Because I've heard stories which are as crazy as it can get.
So for me, it was definitely my entry scene. Okay, and that was literally the first scene I shot. We did like a group activity shot, which anyways, Preeti Sabharwal didn't have many dialogue.
Yeah.
If you like,
Yes,
her
I
character
remember.
was so strong, but she was those silent ones who spoke when she had to speak, or she performed while she was playing, and a few dialogues which were very short. In fact, I used to get very scared. I was like, oh God, mere to koi lines hi nahi hai. I used to feel like that. I used to come back home and I used to tell my mom, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if it was the right thing, to do, because she doesn't have many lines. But
That's
that
the
was
power
the
of
beauty
the
of the character, that, without saying much,
It's just your
it
eyes
kind
and the
of,
body that do the
so
talking.
I'm so grateful for all the workshops and everything that I went through to get to where Preeti stood out in the film. But coming back to your question, so it was my first scene with him, and it was the scene where I come late. And literally I had to throw attitude. I was like, how? It's not possible, right? But I think he was very kind enough. He's like, you just be how you think, you need to be, right? So I just said my lines, and I think that's the beauty of, again, an actor, that they just react to you. And I think all he did was react to how I said my lines. And that's why it came out so nicely, because I'm sure I could have done it in a different way, and he would have reacted in a different way. And I think
it's
that
a
was
give
my
and take
first
of
scene.
co-stars, how they make things happen. Magic
100%,
happens
100%.
with trust.
It's about acting is about reacting. I think, like I said, you have very few lines, but if you react in the best possible way, you have done your job as an actor well. So that's why it's so important to have the right reaction to be given to the right actor.
Right.
So
Sagrika, as we were speaking, when you started with Chak De and then came your slew of films, limited few, was there always, as you said, a conscious call that you never wanted to get into the commercial mold of that cinema? Or was it more to do with the fact that, as you said, that Preeti was such a strong part, you needed even a step up from that?
I think it was a combination of everything, I would say. Yes, the most important was that getting the right kind of role, wanting to live up to that particular character. And I've always looked at things and I've always thought that doing less is as long as you do substantial work, it should kind of play out in the best possible way. Yes, but in my case, I think I went a little bit too. I was a little. I mean, I didn't do enough work. I still feel. Yeah.
So.
But I think whatever I did, I wanted to explore a lot of genres. So I explored a Marathi film, and I only did that because it was with Atul Kulkarni. For me, I feel today he's like one of the best actors to work with because I got to learn so much. So I wanted to explore that. For me, that character was again very strong. It's a beautiful film about two individuals which did really well in the back then. So yeah, that was important. And I think I was very young, didn't have probably the right guidance in terms of
because there was no godfather, there was no person holding
and
your hand.
I've always believed in, for me, what is right, what is wrong, right? So for me, I wanted to do characters which I could believe in, which I wanted to resonate with, which were powerful enough. And I guess not many came my way that time, which were good enough that time for me. So I chose to do things at my own pace and wanted to do things that I liked to do, which resonated me as an actor. I think that was very important.
Because when anyone enters Bollywood, especially with no backing, I feel they get overwhelmed to do so much work because they really want to make their mark and they want to be seen. Cut to have this girl, of course, pop culture is now pretty much out there. Still, it was there, never in a controversy, not being papped around, not chasing the glam
role.
Know how
to do that.
What exactly, Sagrika, what was this? What was going in your mind? Was there ever a fear that, in simple terms, लोग भूल जाएंगे? कभी ऐसा लगा
नहीं ना, इसीलिए तो इतनी कम फिल्म्स
But फिर भी, मुझे क्योंकि आपने खुद बोला कि और भी कर सकती थी मैं.
I still never understood it back then, don't understand it today. You know, honestly, I don't know how you have to. I think today's digital age is so relevant enough that you want to be seen, you want to be everywhere. I somehow can't do that. And it's not only now. I couldn't do it back then.
That's
right?
what I'm saying. Even then also.
Yeah. I mean, I was the first award function because I was nominated, I was there. If there's no nomination, I didn't think the need to go for it. I mean, that is how I was as a person. And I think I like to be like that because at the end of the day, that little bit of work that you do, if that speaks enough for you, I think for me, that's been more than enough, I think.
So I can say there was and there is no regret situation?
Regret situation in terms of I feel I should have been doing a lot more work. Didn't know how to do that because I'm not somebody who would pick up the phone to say, okay, I want to work. I've never done that. I think it's important. I think today, a reason why we are even doing this is to let people know that, hello, I want to work. Don't think that I don't want to work, because there was a time I feel, she doesn't want to work. She doesn't need to work. Why is she working? So it was literally these sort of questions that came out.
I'll come to that. I did read that part.
So I was like, but that's not true. Maybe, she's 20 years old who didn't know. She was not the sort who would call up and say, I want to work, or be at the right places to.
And sometimes you don't even know where to call or where to start.
No. And then I was very happy if I would get a call which I would think was good enough for me to do, I would do it. And that's why maybe I did such little work.
But never say never, I always say.
Yeah.
And then suddenly this girl goes to Khatron Ke Khiladi and like perform all the stunts, make it to the final. I mean, वो decision कैसे ले लिया?
So, like I said, I'm somebody who has always been into sports, adventure, never been very fearful about, I love sports. I love doing. I'm somebody
Sportsmen are like a different cut, yeah.
not only about that, I think how I grew up, my boarding school days, in Kolhapur, it was easy to climb a tree, like I'm saying like my Kolhapur house has these big trees and, so as a child, I've done all that. I have not, though I've been a Bombay girl, grew up in town, but that Kolhapur
And
factor was always the
deep-rooted.
deep-rooted, grounded factor which makes me who I am today, and I'm very thankful that I can get the best of everything. Yeah.
So Khatro was, I would say, more like, I can swing it by.
Yeah, I've been a swimmer, so I knew I could swim. So I was okay. I mean, it was obviously those a few things were not something I would
Of
be
course.
comfortable with, but anything to do with adventure, and I was very happy to kind of go ahead and do it.
You just mentioned, Sagrika, there were few things you were not comfortable doing. Were they always in back of your mind, apart from selecting the scripts and the parts which we were discussing, that there is always, a girl always has a not to do or, don'ts kind of list. Did you have one? Like, I know mine. No matter what, I will not be able to do certain things.
Back then, I think I was very. See, I wanted to do good work. I wanted to do work that resonated me as an actor, which made me look at a character and feel powerful. And not only powerful in terms of being strong or anything like that, but vulnerability. I think vulnerability is a power in itself,
It is.
right? To be vulnerable. So I wanted to do things which had characteristics of all of these. So it's not about what I wanted to do. As long as I knew the character was strong enough, resonated me as a person, I wanted to go ahead and do it. So I think
There were no other inhibitions. Like, apparently we do have, like, example, if anyone ever comes up to me and say, will you be comfortable doing a swimwear brand? I don't
think
I
nothing
have it
came
in
to
me.
me like that, because I don't know why, for some reason people had perceived me in a way.
Preeti Sabharwal stayed with
I
you.
think it was very, so I was very happy with, like
You
those
didn't
sort
even
of,
want to break that
and
image
those
also.
sort of, honestly, roles didn't really come. Some must have come here and there, which anyways as a character were not strong enough. So it didn't even
Land.
like, there was not even a talk of wanting to go ahead with it, right? So it was,
So it just happened with the flow.
yeah.
तो फिर इन सब के बीच में where did you meet Zahir? Though I know by the fact we have two sports people in the house, that's the common ground. But पहली मुलाकात कहाँ हुई?
So we met through common friends. I mean, we have a common friend who's a very close friend of his, who's also one of my best friends. So I think it was him who kind of was one of the
Matchmaking?
Yeah, kind of. Not really matchmaking. I think we kept meeting. He used to not even talk to me because everyone used to be like, she's those. I don't know in what sense they meant, like, okay, only if you're very serious you talk to her, otherwise there's no point. Also.
She's not the kind of girl who will go for flings, in short.
I don't know about what that context was. So he used to honestly not talk to me for a few meetings that he had met. It would always be hi, hello, and I used to always think, oh, he's such a gentleman, and that was it. And then obviously we kept meeting a lot more, and yeah. And Angad Bedi also played a very important role in kind of getting us together. Yeah.
The Cupid.
So it was like him and another friend of mine, Ritik. So I think it was them who were a very important factor to kind of, for us to kind of keep meeting.
Dumb question. Was there ever a sports date? I really want to see and understand how two sports people would have had a
So,
date.
Honestly, we love to play a sport even today. Like, we are like, whenever he's free, in fact, right now we go and play paddle, and we love it. And
Wow.
I'm probably always the only girl playing with all the boys. But I feel like, and I think we enjoyed that part the most. Like, yeah, going to a restaurant and things like that, yes, that you anyways do, but we
Yeah.
always do it with a group of friends. But I think when it comes to playing, you're like, Zach, let's play paddle. Okay, let's play paddle. Okay, Sagrika and me are there. Who else is coming? We need 4 people. So somebody or the other comes and we go ahead and play. So sometimes it's always my brother who's bullied when we don't have a player. So it's always like that. So we love it. We even do it even now whenever we
I think
get
it's
a
the
chance.
cutest love language I have heard.
Yeah.
This is, if I have to put it.
Yeah. And both are competitive. So paddle is a game where you have to have like
Yes.
your partner, and then obviously you have two other people. So I always tell them I don't want to be with Zach because we'll keep fighting. Because if anybody misses a shot, it's like, oh, what is wrong with you? So I prefer being on the other side.
I'm
than
still
to-
married
yeah.
to him. And I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah.
And who proposed whom?
Oh, Zach did.
No, considering you said that he was so calm and quiet, I thought maybe did he got like bowled out there? Is he supposed to?
No, it was him.
Was it easy to convince your parents to like marry him? Because it's never easy to. I think I'll always chicken out if I'll ever have to tell my folks that I'm going to get married, and maybe from another religion also. They will be like, ek to first you finding a boy in itself is a problem,
Yeah.
and then you're coming and telling me. But was it easy for you?
I mean, I'm very close to my mum, so I mean, I did tell her. My dad, I thought, would be a little bit, but I think, like I said, my parents have been so supportive, so progressive in the way they look at life. At the end of the day, you have to marry a great, somebody who looks after you, who's your safe space, and for me, thankfully, that's my husband, and I'm so grateful. Yeah, everything worked out. In fact, when he went to meet my dad, I thought, it'll just be a short meeting. It went on for 2 hours.
Wow.
So, yeah.
2.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah,
They were
yeah.
like, oh, your son.
Yeah. In
Listen,
fact,
you're
when
the
my
family.
dad had to, and my dad, like, even in my family, everyone is, for them, sports plays a very important role,
Yes.
right? Like, they all have played some sort of sports, maybe not to that level, but
everyone
sports
is
has
a
been a
s-
part
of the
us
family
as growing
culture.
up. Yeah, going to a club, playing a sport. It's always been a part of us. So for them, for Zahir being, it was more than anything, it was a matter of respect, pride. So all of that also made
And
a
he
huge
was,
difference.
Like,
Yeah.
he was the heartthrob at that time.
And in fact, I remember my dad called Zahir's coach, Anshuman Gaikwad, because he's related to us,
Okay.
family. So
Okay.
he called us. He had called him up, saying, "Listen, how's this boy Zahir?" So that was the
That's
that
the
was
best background check ever.
yeah. And funnily enough, he has messaged Zahir, I heard you're friends with my niece now. So that was the question that was.
It's like
That-
सबको पता है मुझे नहीं पता क्या हो रहा है.
No, and then Zahir refused to answer. He's like, I could be friends with her. I'm not telling you. So Zahir never replied back to him. So it was like, until my dad, of course, met him.
Oh,
and
God.
then, yeah. So it was fun because I think at the end of the day, I mean, today my mum, I think, loves him more than she loves me, I think.
It always
So,
happens, I guess.
yeah.
Mom, tell me something. When you married him, he was, of course, he's still one of the most celebrated players, but he was toaster of the nation. The heartthrob, I would call it. Very much single, eligible. You broke a couple of hearts. ऐसा कुछ आया था आपके पास? Because there was a massive fan following he had, man. A female fan following, categorically, we are still putting it.
I think with all sports people,
We
today,
will
I
talk about the
think-
hate. No,
I
no,
think
no, you're not
India-
escaping this.
No, 100%. I mean, yeah. I
काफी दिल
love,
तोड़े ना?
I'm sure. But but I'm so glad it all worked out in the best possible
best
way for everybody.
So, when two public figures get married, especially one who's in the acting side of the work and the other one who is in the professional space, the sports space, unfortunately, with the advent of social media, I've always seen this. A bad performance, the blame comes to the wife. Suddenly, everything becomes a troll. Everything becomes a point of discussion. Did you ever find yourself in that spot? Because it is an unexpected limelight on you for no reason.
I think for me, I started spending a lot of, post-marriage, he had retired. So
Yes,
I think
I
the
know.
pressure of that
Lessened?
was not there. Of course, IPL was going on.
Of course.
But not really. I mean, yeah, it happens, but I think it's about you just ignoring all these things.
Because it gets
they don't-
brutal for no reason.
No, because it really, when we come home, that is not what we discuss. So I think it's everybody else discussing that, but the two people who probably, So I don't think so at
That's
all.
a very good thing you said.
Yeah.
I think the world talks and
Yeah.
people involved are like,
We are talking
have
about
a
something
life.
else, about home, about maybe what should be done in this corner of the home? That is what I'm talking to my husband when he's home. You know what I'm saying? It's about, it's yours. You want to be, yeah, no.
But it rules the charter around in general,
Yeah.
because now everyone has a free opinion to say anything and
Yeah.
everything. Does it bother you?
Not, uh, not really. In fact, I feel like, and it's more than, like, see, I have learned that a little later, I feel. But I think Zahir as a person has never, he's done what he has believed in. He's never looked at, you know, what others might think of him. He's never been that person. So I think I have learned a lot from him. I look up to him in all those aspects, how he handles it. And I feel like I've managed it quite well with, you know, him being there. And no, not really. We are actually, when we are at home, when we are, honestly, it's never been like, we don't discuss that. There are so many other things that we have going on which are so much more important, I feel.
I think when you,
Yeah.
it's a very beautiful lesson you just imparted right now, that when there's just two people who are in sync together, the world doesn't need to.
Yeah,
The
no.
world ceases to exist.
No. In fact, I'll be talking about, you know, like, oh, this is what I want to do. Do you think this is right? Like, I'm talking about something about my really which is not even relevant. I'll be discussing that with him, trying
That's
to take
love.
his opinion.
That's love. Fun question before I ask you something about your work. Who's a foodie?
Funnily enough, both of us are. And it's not a good thing, because we both,
So you're sports people, that's why I asked, like, who's a
we
foodie?
both are foodies. That's the funny part.
You cook?
No.
He does?
He actually, so he used to be very good with making like these omelets and these. So I remember the first few times when we had started dating, he would for some reason he would always want to make eggs. So, and he really used to make good eggs.
Okay, then it's
So,
fine.
but otherwise, no, I don't really cook a lot. I like to bake.
Oh,
I do
wow.
a lot of, like, I love baking. So that is one thing I've taken from my mom. Cooking, not so much. Maybe a few things here and there, but it's not like no.
But since both of you are foodies, how do you control, guys, sports people out there?
I think, and now today with all these apps which are just 5 minutes away things, it's just brutal.
temptation.
It's brutal for people who are foodies.
It's like, even now I'll feel hungry. I'm like, it's okay, I can order.
Yeah.
Just one.
Yesterday we ordered, my mum was here, so we ordered a cheesecake at 12 o'clock. And it came. And I was like, why are we doing this to ourselves?
Ourselves, and tomorrow we'll regret. And then our trainers will
And I was
regret.
only awake because Zaid was taking the late flight back, and he only landed at 12:47, so we were awake. So what to do? So you order something sweet to eat. But yeah, I guess that's what it is.
And now, Sagrika, since we have spoken Marathi, Punjabi film you have done, films, a little bit on OTT, what's bringing you back to the fore? Lalat, I think, is the next project. How did that happen, considering you are choosy, you pick it very carefully, and I have seen the look, so I know it's very promising.
So yeah.
What brought you to the table to that
No,
one?
I think it was the script. It's the script, it's the character, it is the message that the film is going to give. And to an extent, you will get to know exactly what's also happening in that particular area that we have shot the film in. So there are a lot of things. I feel the film will make you think back, and and also it has a sweet message that it gives. So I think all of it, with the character that I got to play, it all just worked out so well. It just all went in sync so well that, and I'm so happy, so grateful that today, when I look back, I have done a film like that. And yeah, I'm excited for people to watch
And
it.
I hope there is more, because now you should not be taking that long a break. You should not be.
Yeah,
I won't say don't be choosy. Please be choosy.
No, I hope I can. I mean, I will still stick to what I believe in, doing the kind of work I want to do. But I just hope that digitally people know that I want to work. I think that is very important. I mean, I don't want to name people, because there are so many times, a lot of people, and it's come back to me saying, oh, she got this film, but she I don't think she wants to work. And these are the things that have kind of circulated over the years, right? And I think
it also comes from the fact that it's so easy that you and Zahid both make for a high profile couple in the terms of, you know, one from the sports world, one from the films world. People just presume कि तुम्हें काम करने की क्या ज़रूरत है.
No, but then it's, I don't know about that, right? But it is also, even back then in Chak De, just because I was not seen enough,
And you
she
were not
didn't
willing
want
to.
and she doesn't want to work. That's not, so imagine as people who want to do good work, who probably have the potential of doing good work, who
But they don't get that.
but are not getting it because they don't know how to, what are the things required to get good work.
And I think the battle of perception in a fraternity like ours
So I'm not
can
talking
be
about
brutal.
now. Even back then, I didn't, like, you know, people were thinking that she doesn't want to work. I
It's
don't
very
know
brave
why.
of you to come out and say that, yes, you're seeking out good work. And I think these perceptions, as we were discussing, people just presume, why don't you just pick up the call and ask the other person, listen, I really think you could do
Yeah.
this part.
No, but I think that somehow, to an extent, I think it's also an onus on you as an actor. I feel like maybe it's important to communicate to people that you want to work as well. So I think it's not always
And it's
the
never
other
too late.
person's this thing. I think it works both ways. So I think your communication also has to be strong enough for people to know that you want to work. So I think everything will fall in. I'm somebody who believes that everything has its own time, and when it comes to you, the best things come to you. So yeah, always believed in that.
So before we part ways from this interview, does Sagrika hold any regret, hypothetically, any film she would have loved to do? Because as an actress, we always love certain performances. Of course, somebody has done a great job and it's there. But there's always a, I wish I
No,
could.
I don't regret anything. I just regret one film that I've shot for which didn't come out. I
Oh.
regret that.
Oh.
I wish that had kind of. So we shot a lot. It was a JP Datta was directing this film.
Wow.
And that was my second film straight after Chak De, which was a period film. Sabyasachi was doing our costumes. It was set in 1920 and 2009 or 10, whatever.
Wow.
So it was a big film. So that is the regret in terms of I wish that had released. That is it.
It got like, it was like this incomplete, unfinished
We
project.
finished most of it, so I don't know where we are. I don't know what happened to it, but we shot a lot. We shot in Rajasthan for a month, then we shot in St. Moritz, we shot in Cortina, because it was about polo, and it was a beautifully shot film, but I don't know. And again, I was too young to question where, what, so yeah. So probably that, when I think back, but again, it's not something I feel regretful about. I just feel that it was, it could have
The world should have
showcased,
seen it.
It could have, yeah, if it was released.
Oh God, you actually just like
Yeah.
completely stumped me with the information.
Yeah.
Totally. So, I know I missed saying this part in the interview, and Valentine's is near. I want you to give me a wish for Zahir, but I have this eye on that picture. Like,
yeah.
because since he's not here, guys, that's the only thing I can do for you. Just can see him in the frame, yeah. I can't bring him to you.
So yeah, but this frame
This is
needs
your marriage.
polishing.
This is your marriage picture, na?
This is the day we did
Court
our
marriage, na?
registration. Yeah.
Yes. Of course, I remember it broke
Yes.
the internet. What are you saying?
Yeah. It's yeah. It was really nice because it was very few people, just close friends and family who were there, and it was a beautiful day.
8 years, I guess 9 married.
No, 8.
8, yeah.
I'm very bad with
I'm bad with
dates
maths.
and maths and dates. I think sometimes. Yeah.
But 2017 is what I
But
remember.
the good thing
clearly.
is we both are bad with dates. So
Oh,
in
then
case
it's okay.
somebody forgets, nobody feels bad.
So anniversaries and all are maaf, na, if you feel.
A lot of times people wish us on our anniversary at 12 o'clock.
Happening in this
But I think it is, for us, it's always been, it's not a particular day, it's about every day how you are with people, right? With each
Agree.
other. And I think as long as that is unbreakable, I think your everything else doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
doing this. I think my heart is full. बहुत मजा आया यार. मुझे जितना लगा था मैं कितना बात करूँगी, क्या पूछूं, will she be comfortable? And you were all
Yeah,
like
yeah.
all smiles, all
I
open
think
for
like,
you.
and I think this is, I just like to be what I am.
And
I
she's
can't
very
have-
approachable. That is the gist of the
Oh yeah,
conversation.
that is another thing. For some reason, people used to think that, oh, she's. Thank you. Did you think
When I
that?
walked in, I'm like, will she be a reserved person? Should I take some? Because some people do take time. It's perfectly fine. Within seconds, I'm like, this
No,
is
I
a
think,
completely different
as long as you're talking to me about my life, about I'm very comfortable because I don't have have to form any answers before
Yeah,
whatever comes in my
it's-
head. I
But
kind of
as you were saying, that
forget.
people do have this misconception
People
that
do-
you're unapproachable.
People do have it till they meet me. I feel like once they meet me, they're like, oh my god, it's always like that. Yeah.
Guys, meet her often. I'm telling you, all the people, creative people out there, kindly meet her often because she's beautiful. It's one of the easiest conversations I've had.
Thank you.
But thank you. Wishing you lots of love, lots of luck. And this house is beautiful. I wish I could show you those 2 dogs. Oh my God.
Yeah.
But yes, someday. Thank you so
Thank
much for
you,
doing this.
Thank you. Hi, this is Sagarika Z Gadge, and you're watching me on Bollywood Bubble.